weightless, and yet the red mass seems to meet me with enormous speed.
John Kay is an artifact. I'm an anthropologist. What survives inspires me. Why? Because all the things you find carry a message. On my way up from Adigachaco Canyon, I discovered a blown-out Cadillac. In it was a book about an astronaut named John Kay, Mercury. Now, as far as I know, we've yet to send a man to Mars, but the thing is, this book was a journal of a man on his first mission to Mars. Yet the book, like the car, was nearly fossilized. Come on! Who left that book? And for what reason?
I'm busting through particles. Deep space feels like inverted energy. This is not your typical road movie. I'm traveling to Mars and I'm traveling alone. I thought it would be better that way.
As I float in the inconceivable distance. I'm not sure if I should laugh or cry. Not exactly a page turner.
You're just on the first page. Loved the performance, however.
The Book of Bozzy. He and she were in the pop-up kino room in Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas.
That's mine, by the way, and my advice is read on. You might get hooked. That's what happened to me. Apparently, that's what happens to everyone who reads John Kay.
What do you want to hear? You want me to talk about all the yelling and screaming? Try to help people? You know something, when people are shot, they bleed a lot. And they hold on to you and you don't know what to say while you're thinking, how are you going to get the fuck out? People shouldn't have to think like that, but you want me to paint a picture? Hell, it'll take me years to tell someone what I saw, and that would have to be someone who made me feel safe, not fucking exposed. You're killers, I swear.
I said something, but you didn't listen, did you?
We heard you, but you ain't cool.
Dias ha tiasu, dias ha hias ha pias ha krias ha sias zi.
I'm paid for weirdo cool, not a goon speaking big Latin.
Death to hypocrisy.
Kill me, mate. I'm the hypocrisy.
No problem.
Boswell Osgood O'Reilly. His mother would coo. Boswell's parents, typically Southern, waxed proudly poetical with every blissful utterance of their child's name. It had taken a 9-month search for them to find that mouthful, and it had materialized during a chance cafe clutch with their neighbor. High on cafe and too much clutch, the O'Reillys' neighbor glibly conjured the two names in quick succession and then had a good laugh. She didn't expect it would stick, but stick it did. Hence the O'Reilly baby boy, otherwise known as Bozzy, was christened Boswell Osgood with the initials B.O.
It's some name. The Boswell part.
We think it comes from the family Westerhazy.
Hungarian?
Well, he was a laird.
Scottish.
Maybe.
What side of the family?
My dad's.
But you're Irish, right?
Uh-huh.
And your mom?
Oh, fully Irish. Though we think there's some Cherokee in her.
I guess it's encouraging that Americans spin romantic connections to indigenous people who were killed off in one manner or another by their own ancestors.
Hey, kid, you know who you're thinking of killing?
Who cares, asshole? Fatso could be John Gotti. My friend don't care.
Why not?
Because we'd get away with it. This is a hellhole, asshole. It's in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Candida holla with Dalai Lama. World in our head on, girl got a red on. She got a way of educating, ain't no boy might keep her waiting. She got her claws in higher laws. Girl come from Oz. Candida holla with Dalai Lama. Yeah, yeah. Girl has a body, she floating hottie. For real, yeah, yeah. She masturbating in the ether. Higher thinking is her leaper. She got some ways. She double glaze. You're gonna stay. Yes, yeah. Candida holla with Dalai
service. You know, ma'am, I don't think I've ever seen a room at Caesar's decorated like this. You must be special.
Oh, honey, cheers to that. My name's Candida Maxima. I call this room 69. It's very retro. You know you're cute. Why don't you bring me an oyster? I'll eat on the lectus, Roman style.
Well, I see you're reading that book.
John Kay? Yes. I give it to all my strippers. Everyone gets something from it, even if they just fell off a turnip truck.
Excuse me, but can I get into the casino?
Hi, sir. Are you for peace?
Well, I've never thought about it, but of course I'm for peace.
Would you like to join us?
Who are you?
Check your attitude and read the sign.
Porno for peace.
We decided it was time for us to have a voice, like everyone else in this country.
Of course, Mr. O'Reilly. If I were committing suicide, I certainly wouldn't challenge my phobias in doing so. The only way to commit suicide is for someone else to do it for you.
Anyway, my muse will find you.
Your muse? You mean your intuition?
No, my muse. Her name's Maisie.
The Book of Rhea. Rhea walked into the club space as the audience applauded the singer. Weirdo? And god damn it, he looked incredible. Weirdo Cool was one of Rhea's most successful clients. She had championed him ever since he had been a New York DJ in the early 90s. But every time Rhea saw Weirdo, all she could think of was that kiss. Back in her villa at Caesar's, Rhea fretted over the right outfit for shuffling cards with a made man. She had always believed that the right outfit made a difference. Something in blue?
Are you fucking kidding, weirdo? $1 million in what? 10 minutes of gameplay?
I know she means well, weirdo, but sweetheart here has to shut up.
Weirdo took a look at Johnny and adopted a different attitude. Despite the atmosphere's tension, Weirdo managed to undo Johnny's sexist condescension with a romantic non sequitur.
Do you know why I like to think of you, Rhea? When I forget who I am, I know you'll remember.
Mr. O'Reilly, let the game begin. And is that a Celtic cross you're wearing?
It's from my mama.
How deliciously pagan of you.
A man stood in the middle of the freeway. He approached Axe, who had one foot in the car, just in case.
What's up with his looks?
Who cares, Axe? Probably lives in a cave somewheres.
It's just odd. I mean, he's not black, he's not white, and he's not brown.
He's gray. I'm keeping my distance.
But he's wearing a suit. Who wears a suit in the desert?
David Bowie?
The Book of Imani.
The Worcester Group? Are you good at improvisation?
No.
Do you write?
No.
Performance artist?
No.
What do you do?
Act?
Does someone look after you? Because you scare me a little.
Yeah, I'm with Marco.
Marco? You mean Marco?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, hello. Didn't I see you at the Maplethorpe retrospective at the Whitney?
When you look back at Earth, John, what do you see?
Forthright, I see that the Earth is a woman.
It's called Lang Lang. It brings harmony.
Girl, you are lang lang in the head if you pay that much for a bottle of smelly oil.
Imani, you're so witty.
Meanwhile, Jeff landed a golden opportunity optioning the book John Kay in Hollyweird, California.
You're not a name, Imani. Don't be ridiculous. Besides, John Kay is a man.
Can you be sure?
His name is John.
Okay, I'll play forthright.
Forthright?
My God, Jeff, have you read the book?
Most of it.
Dude, you have gone so Hollywood.
Judging from that sentence construction, so have you.
Jeff, do you love me?
Yeah, but you might want to lose some weight.
You know what? I stupidly thought I wanted to get back with you.
For auditions, that is.
All I've done is be your girlfriend at parties, and the only reason you tolerate me is that you think that people, let's face it, you think women will find you more interesting for being with a black woman.
You're not that black, and you're a prude.
And which part of me is a prude, my black side or my white side?
The Book of Four. Recently, the thought of women always conjured the image of Rhea Quackenheimer, the only adversary Johnny Carrere respected enough to play fair. Her skin was soft, but her mind was tough. Now that Weirdo had disappeared, Johnny wondered if Rhea would find a corporate type for a lover. Nah. Weirdo was a good Jersey boy, and that meant Rhea liked the real thing, not one of those business wimps wielding the pretense of power, guys who Johnny suspected were bedwetters.
I'm sorry, why are we having a normal, polite argument about people shooting people? A lot of people have suffered at our client's concert, and Weirdo has disappeared.
Rhea was panicking. She didn't want to admit why, but the truth was she didn't care about anyone except Weirdo.
Anything new, Chuck?
Same old. Feel like shit.
Matt's flashlight revealed a man of about 60, lying on a mattress with a crowbar.
I know. Man, life sucks.
Matt continued to walk down the tunnel with Rhea in tow.
How many people live here?
Hundreds.
Isn't it dangerous?
Fuck yeah. And this is the nice area. A lot of homeless who are just that, homeless. But down a ways, you'll find the heroin junkies, and they don't mix with the crack cocaine peeps. Oh, that's a mean fucking drug. There's like 3 towns down here.
Don't you want to get out?
For what? This is Vegas, baby. I mean, everything's here. We got Mandalay Bay just above. I mean, see, people up there and us, we're parallel universes. One positive, one negative.
Imani?
Do you think what we experienced was evil?
You know what maybe means, don't you, Boz? It's not an answer, it's a challenge. It's better than hope. I can hold your hand and you can hold mine, but neither of us can take one another to where we're going. You know that.
I guess I do. Imani, would you do me a favor? Would you hold my hand just a little ways?
Imani took Bozzy's hand, and the two of them walked up the street toward many futures. The book of Johnny.
Well, that was special. Where's Johnny?
There was a sudden flash of light from outside, bright enough to fully illuminate the interior of Ruby's dingy diner. In the quiet wake of that bright flash, Axe answered Vito's question.
Getting a life.
Vito walked over to the table where the stranger had been sitting. He had left his book behind. Vito picked up the book. He opened to the last page and read aloud.
What do you see, John?
A sign. It reads, broken.
Je suis le petit homme que vous voyez, mais ne voyez pas. Je suis le petit homme que vous entendez, mais n'entendez pas. Je regarde ma fenêtre pendant que vous passez tous vos jours. Marchez vite vers votre travail, marchez vite vers votre dîner, marchez vite, marchez vite, marchez vite chez vous. Dormir vite jusqu'au lendemain. J'ai été une fois comme vous. Je me précipitais comme je vous vois précipiter. Je me cachais à votre regard. Je me cacherai toujours. Je me cachais de moi-même. Et alors, je me cachais de mes désirs. Je suis le petit homme que vous voyez, mais ne voyez pas. Je suis le petit homme que vous entendez, mais n'entendez pas. J'étais fantôme avant de devenir un fantôme, et maintenant je cherche votre regard, et maintenant je cherche mes désirs, et maintenant je me cherche parmi les passants. Je suis le petit homme que vous voyez, mais ne voyez pas. Je suis le petit homme que vous entendez, mais n'entendez pas. Je suis le petit homme que vous